Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, coming to you from Carnival Radio. My name is Joseph Oyukola. Good morning, and welcome once again. Yes, with me this morning, I have Punch newspaper, I have Daily Post newspaper, I have the Nation newspaper with me. And to begin the news, I will start with headlines. 6 months suspension. Natasha heads for court as NBA orders knock Senate. Yaya Bello paid $845,852 for young children's future enrollment, says American school. Court orders final forfeiture of $1.4 million linked to Emefiele. Reverse crisis. Police vow to crush militants threatening oil production. Osun local government crisis. Adeleke APC clash as royal fathers back government. Now to the news in details. The Kogi Central Senator Natasha Apoti-Uduaghan will challenge in court the 6-month suspension slammed on her, fogging her face off with the Senate President Godswill Akpabio over sitting arrangement in the Red Chamber. Legal counsel to the Kogi lawmaker Victor Giwa dismissed the Senate's resolution as a violation of a court order. Giwa spoke with the newsmen on Thursday after the Kogi lawmaker was suspended by the Senate and walked out of the National Assembly complex. The Nigerian Bar Association and opposition parties similarly berated the Red Chamber for not giving Apoti-Uduaghan ample time to present a sexual harassment complaint against Akpabio. Giwa said the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges acted in violation of a court order that allegedly restrained it from taking further action on the matter pending the determination of a motion or notice. The suspension is void. It cannot even take any effect. The suspension is illegal because there is a court order that restrained the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges from taking further action. He argued that if Senator Apoti-Uduaghan had not sought legal intervention, the suspension might have stood. The lawyer also expressed conviction that with the court order explicitly directing the Senate to halt disciplinary actions, the decision to suspend her was null and void. Giwa further revealed that legal action would be taken against those responsible for violating the court directive. When asked if there are plans to escalate the matter to international organizations, Giwa said for now, we are handling it locally, but of course, the world is watching. The Senate must adhere to international best practices, which dictates that once a case is in court, no further action should be taken on it. He highlighted that the Nigerian Constitution supersedes the Senate standing orders, stating that every citizen has the right to seek redress in court when their civil rights are breached. The Senate imposed a 6-month suspension on the lawmaker without pay over what it called the breach of its standing orders, following a claim of sexual harassment, an allegation that Akpabio denied. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. 6-month suspension. Natasha heads for court as NBA orders knock Senate. Meanwhile, an official of the American International School, Abuja, on Wednesday told Federal High Court in Abuja that the former governor of Kogi State, Yahya Bello, paid a total of $1,606,763.68 in tuition fees for his children, including an advance payment of $845,852 for his young children to be enrolled in the school in the future. Nicholas Jehoma, an auditor at the school, disclosed this while testifying as a prosecution witness for the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. He confirmed that the payment covered Bello's children's tuition until graduation. According to him, the amount was paid in two tranches, with one part serving as an advance for future tuition fees. Bello is currently facing an 80.2 billion naira fraud charge filed by the EFCC. During the trial, the prosecution presented financial records, including statements from the American International School, which detailed the payments made on behalf of Bello's children. At the previous hearing in January 2024, Williams Abimbola, a compliance officer with the United Bank for African PLC, testified under subpoena and tendered documents showing transactions related to the school fees. The EFCC had earlier alleged that shortly before leaving office, Bello paid $760,000 as an advance fee for his children's school fees. The commission further claimed that the school refunded the money following an investigation into the matter. During Thursday's proceedings, Ojehoma testified that Bello's brother, Ali Bello, facilitated the payment process. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Yahya Bello paid $845,852 for young children's future enrollment, says American School. In the meantime, the Federal High Court in Lagos on Thursday ordered the final forfeiture of $1.4 billion alleged fraud proceeds linked to former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele. Justice Ayokunle Faji, in his ruling, held that the funds were proven to be proceeds of unlawful activities and must be forfeited to the federal government. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, represented by its counsel, Bilikisu Buhari Bala, had argued that the funds were traced to the account of Donaton Limited at Titan Trust Bank and was linked to fraudulent transactions. An affidavit deposed by EFCC investigator David Dayoba detailed how intelligence report led to the discovery of the concealed funds. Investigation allegedly exposed a scheme involving Emefiele and his associates, including Donaton Limited directors Ozelbu Anthony and Adebanjo Olurotimi, who were accused of disguising illicit proceeds. The FCC claimed that between 2001 and 2002, amid Nigeria's forex scarcity, Emefiele and his associates extorted businesses seeking foreign exchange approvals, collecting bribes. One such complaint, identified as NP, reportedly deposited $26,552,000 into Donaton Limited's account at Titan Trust Bank. Justice Faji had initially granted an interim forfeiture order on May 30, 2024, before issuing the final ruling on Thursday. Thursday's forfeiture order marks the latest in series of asset seizure obtained by the EFCC against Emefiele, following his suspension and removal from office by President Bola Tinubu in 2023. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. For more details, please visit the Punch. Court orders final forfeiture of $1,400,000 linked to Emefiele. In another development, tensions in Rivers State have escalated as militant group, the Niger Delta Rescue Movement, threatened to attack all installations in response to the ongoing political crisis and the alleged withholding of the state federal allocation. The group also issued a warning to non-indigents in the state, urging them to leave for their safety, as they claimed hostilities were imminent. In response, the Rivers State Police Command vowed to crack down on any threats to national security, insisting that no group has a monopoly on violence. The Commissioner of Police, Olugbenga Adepoju, assured residents that security forces were prepared to contain any disruptions, warning that law enforcement would not tolerate attempts to destabilize the state. Adepoju dismissed the threat by militants or others, saying the police were equal to the task. The state has been experiencing a political crisis since 2023, while the latest Supreme Court judgment validating the 27 lawmakers loyal to the former governor and minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, created another round of political crisis. The Supreme Court on Friday, February 28, 2025, affirmed the legitimacy of Martin Amawuli-led House of Assembly and nullified the local government election held on October 5, 2024. The APS court has ordered the seizure of an allocations to the state, asking Fubara to submit the budget to the assembly. Since the judgment, the Amawuli-led assembly has, through its sittings, threatened the Fubara's administration in the state to affirm its authority. This news was sourced from the Punch announced paper. Reverse crisis. Police vow to crush militants threatening oil production. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. Oyo State Governor Demola Adeleke and Oyo State traditional rulers that no court order reinstated the local government chairman removed earlier through court rulings. Governor Adeleke made this known during a special briefing with the Oyo State Council of Traditional Rulers, chaired by the Oni of Ife, Oba Nathan Adeyeye Ogunwusi. The governor's briefing was part of his consultation with key stakeholders on the ongoing local government leadership dispute. Commissioners for Justice and Attorney General Jimmy Wolibada and Information and Public Enlightenment Kolapo Halimi presented 4 court judgments supporting the removal of the chairman. He explained that after defeating former Governor Dewuga Itola in the July 2022 election, the previous administration hastily organized a local government election, which was later challenged by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and the Action People's Party (APP). The Federal High Court ruled the elections null and void, declaring the process flawed and ordering the removal of those elected through that process. In a separate case involving the PDP and APC, the Court of Appeal ruled the matter premature and struck it out without any consequential orders for reinstatement. In response, the Oyo State APC accused Governor Adeleke of misleading traditional rulers. The party, in a statement by its Director of Media and Information, Kola Olabisi, said Governor Adeleke is feeding the royal father's lies to whip up unmerited settlements. The APC insisted that Court of Appeal's ruling on February 10, 2025 reinstated the council chairman and councillors. For more details, please visit Daily Post newspaper. Also, local government crisis. Adeleke APC clash as royal fathers back government. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is a recap of headlines. 6 months suspension. Natasha heads for court as NBA. Orders knocks Senate. Yaya Bello paid 845,000 $852 for young children's future enrollment, says American School. Court orders final forfeiture of $1.4 million linked to Emefiele. Rivers crisis, police vow to crush militants threatening oil production. Osun local government crisis. Adeleke APC clash as royal fathers back government. And with that, we've come to the end of Municipal Review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media app from Google Play Store and App iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name is Joseph Oyokola. Good morning, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.